Hello, race fans, and welcome
Sorry.
to... No problem. Hello, race fans, and welcome to the first test session, and hopefully the only test session, of the GTSL Radical Cup. We're here at Zolder on a beautiful race day on a Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we are just getting started in the first qualifying session. There's about 12 minutes remaining. And we're just going to use this session to get used to the cars, get used to how they feel, and let the drivers kind of get an idea of what this upcoming season is going to be like. We are also utilizing a similar time frame to what we'll be using for the remainder of the season. So yeah, settle in and get ready for a good 45 minutes of racing. My co-commentator today is Kevin Spear.
Street Smart here, joined by Dolmage, aka Jack.
And we'll be your hosts for the program and the rest of the season. So we're also going to use this session to kind of get used to streaming, get used to each other, and then how we'll function and our roles, and also the ProjectCARS system. So right now it's looking like Very's out in front with Big Bat coming second. Big Bat also told me just recently that he did not turn on traction control because he was, quote, not a wuss, so I'm going to look for a strong qualifying session from him. He seems very confident, and so we'll let that, we'll see if that is a blessing or a curse.
Yes, Big Bad reminding us, oh, as Aneesa.
Big slide.
Real squirrely there, he saves it.
Reeled it in.
We got Smigs coming up on him now. No, looks like he's back on track, or... as Sean resets to the pit track for another lap.
Taking lots of curve on the inside.
So what are you thinking is about race pace or qualifying pace for tonight?
So I know a couple drivers have mentioned that they were hitting some 32s, I think was the lowest that I heard, I believe from VW. However, most drivers are saying that that might be an unattainable time with the current conditions. I think it's a little bit older than what was going on earlier. So I'm not sure if that 132 area will be attainable. I know Very was saying that the 135s, mid to low 135s were possible for them. So
we got VW with his first lap, which is not. Oh no. Sorry, not the start finish.
Yeah, his first lap obviously an outlap with a 153. I'm not very competitive. The season should be very interesting. We have some returning drivers in veryAneSa. He took a one season hiatus to commentate last year for GTSL TV, and now he's back in the car. The last time he raced with us was the inaugural season on Assetto Corsa, and he won the GT3 Championship. So it's good to have him back. He'll be definitely a driver to watch out for this season, and possibly, I would say most likely, a title contender.
It's been mentioned that it takes a few laps for this car, for the tires to come up to temperature, so might not expect to see some decent laps for a few laps here tonight. Here, it looks like Sean here, veryAneSa, about to start his flying lap. Let's go on board with him for the start. A little loose there. Slide.
This car utilizes a Generation 4 RPE Suzuki 1500cc 4-cylinder engine. So you get that characteristic high pitch there.
VW's off track. Sorry to cut you off, but
yeah, no, and VW with a 137.6, so definitely pushing to try to come up with Sean's pace.
He's gonna have to.
It's
not gonna be this lap though. He just went off, so gonna have to hope on his next lap. Yeah, this car, this is a newer generation of the Radical SR3. The original generation actually has been around since the year 2001, and every few years they update it with modern specs. It's definitely, it's been said as the most popular prototype of all time in terms of production and purchase. Very popular all over the world in club style racing and its own series that runs multiple countries.
With that Canada Cup up north here as well. Ooh, very wide. I noticed that that Very looks very late on the brakes.
So still no changes in the timing so far.
No, it doesn't look like anyone's really set anything too dramatic since.
That first complex of this track, turn 1, 2, 3, are difficult. We've seen people struggle already tonight. This can be a difficult track for sure.
Especially here, turn 1. If you miss that apex,
yes,
very easily to spin wide. And the outside curve can be very slippery as well, so always got to be delicate around that.
And if you want me to switch over to anyone, just let me know. So say, hey, go ahead and switch over to this person.
For sure.
I am doing the director tonight, and Dolmage is our broadcaster, aka our head commentator tonight. I'm at the controls, head of controls on camera.
Ooh. A little bit loose there.
veryAneSa approaches the last corner here. He improves a little bit. Doesn't look like BW improved though. So I assume a lot of people just getting used to the car and familiar with this.
Snooze is 8/10 up on his fastest.
Oh, someone's off. I think that's veryAneSa.
No, I don't think they're around. Oh, yeah, yes. There's a yellow in Sector 1. Someone's turning. Oh, reset.
veryAneSa has Smigs.
This could potentially be a very fast lap if he was able to keep up the pace throughout the last sector.
And he does improve.
Well, he lost 3/10 in the last sector. But very close, yeah. Going down the list though, so PW is another regular of GTSL. He's been here for all 3 seasons. Same with Schmiggs. Took a little bit of a hiatus.
TX improved a little bit. Sorry.
Oh yeah, TX 40 up. But is back and ready to get started on this championship to really go for the win. Big Bad joined last year. We're glad to have him back again for another season. Very fast guy. Could also have a big potential to be a championship contender this year as well. And then our other Southern man, TX Executioner, another regular who's been here for all 3 seasons, who's always just very consistent, very clean, always in the fray. Just the first season struggled a little bit with car control, and last season there's really only one way to put it, and it's bad luck. He got caught out by a lot of glitches, a lot of weird issues with the ProjectCARS2 system. So hopefully he'll crossing his fingers every race and hoping that it's not going to affect him as much this season. Because I mean, he could have been so much closer than what he was at the end of the season had he not been flagged by issues. Sether is a new driver for us last season. I'm glad to have him back again. And yet again, another guy who started mid-season last year.
Oh wow, sorry to cut you off, but Deathstroke is now the only second person in 36 time. And that's someone we definitely expect to be fast after his very dominating performance in Season 2. This is a champion we have in GTSL. So our two former champions at the top of the leaderboard so far, with little more than 2 minutes to go in qualifying.
Yes, Deathstroke with an absolutely phenomenally dominant performance last season in the GTE category, winning 5 races, I believe in a row.
Yes.
Yeah, just very dominating towards the second half of the season.
Here comes BW. Will he improve?
Yes.
Not enough to get into second.
Enough, but definitely in that 36 area now.
We have a minute 45 left. Will we see any more minute 36s? Maybe a few more
Tires
people
are
out there.
in their range now.
We'll see. Here comes Sether. Just about to approach the final chicane, bus stop. It's a little, oh, and he's lost it.
A little bit into the grass there, into the Jack Wicks.
Here's TX.
Had to let off a little bit there in the grass. Lastly, Pro Astronaut on the roster for this test session is a new addition. Joined us for the last race, the last 2 races last season, and did struggle a little bit to come to grips with a new car and a new championship. But he's going for a full-on assault this season, so hopefully he'll be able to catch the pace and really be competitive this season.
30 seconds left in this session.
Big slide.
Yes, you've seen a lot of slides tonight, everyone. Any comments you want to say about this track, Dolmage? I mean, know this can be a difficult place to pass. We're seeing people struggle in the first sector for sure.
Yeah, very few passing opportunities here. Most notably, you're going to have some risky moves into the first corner, into Eerst. They can be difficult, but it can be done, especially if you get a good run out of the Jack Wick chicane. Also, coming into the Jack Wick chicane can be a good passing opportunity, and there is room for 2 around the chicane. It is rather wide, so it can be done. Probably the last major...
Smigs doesn't improve.
The last major passing zone, I think, is probably in a decline chicane, the very sharp, high bumps. A lot of people will kind of try to make the Tailman kind of corner segment there. They try to make it work, but most of the time it does end in a spin or some sort of disaster for one driver or another. So those are kind of the main passing zones.
While we were chatting, Deathstroke set a 1:35.8. We must have missed it. He's in the pits as qualifying has come to a complete. Deathstroke will have the pole. Or not. Oh. What is...
No, because veryAneSa set a 1:35.4.
Was that maybe that lap did not count? Strange.
No, if you look at the best lap times, a 1:35.4 is what Very was able to. So that must have happened right at the buzzer.
We need to pay more attention then. So we're on the grid here.
Oh. I was looking at it, and I think it happened like as qualifying was ending. He may have crossed the line. So it looks like we're going to lead off with veryAneSa from Deathstroke on the first row. Second row will be BW and Big Bad Wrestler. That should be an interesting battle if it comes to term. On the third row we have Schmigs and TX. And on the last row we have Sether and Pro Astronaut. So it will be a standing start this season, different from our last 2 seasons. Yes. Just trying to cut down on some of the issues with disqualifications and glitches that have plagued some of our races with the rolling start system that ProjectCARS2.
Our competitor TX, ready for the grid to start. Ready for the grid lights. What do you think about turn 1 here? Turn 1's always important in sim racing, and as older, very important.
It can be very tricky into the first corner here. Getting track position is going to be key, making sure you have that inside line coming in and giving everyone room. It will be difficult. The good news with this cars is that the vision is really good. can kind of see everything. Wide field of view, it seems, in these cars. So hopefully they'll be able to see each other and give each other enough room to make it by clean.
Hopefully we get a clean start and we have no issues. We know Project Cars is known for issues. We're waiting here on the grid, waiting for the grid lights. Hopefully everything's good. Here we go, right? We good?
Yep. Engines are on.
From the grid lights. Call it, gentlemen.
And away we go. We are gone green. A great start. Fantastic start by Deathstroke, who comes right alongside veryAneSa now as the field spreads out into turn 1. And veryAneSa with a much better run around the first corner. A little
Spinner
bit
in the back, BW.
Yeah.
W got kicked towards the back. And here's the front though.
Oh, we have someone off back there as well in a red car. Looks like it's Big Bad or Pro Astronaut.
Pro Astronaut towards the back. He must have had an issue. So much. Whoa, we've got a big wreck. Big wreck. Huge.
It looks like between the first two.
Looks like it was either veryAneSa. It was the first two. veryAneSa and Deathstroke. Wow. Wow.
Massive. That's hitting debris
massive.
As well. Well, that's a big turn.
Look at all that damage. This could use a safety car. Wow. And now leading the race, Big Bad, followed by. Is it Smigs now?
Smigs. His nose down. Smigs putting a lot of pressure on him. Only 3/10 down coming in, and he's got a good run on him into this.
Yeah, let's right on board with Smigs for a little bit here.
Very close there for a second. I won't attempt to pronounce turn 8.
A lot of that. Yes, the names of the lure. I did look at the track map. I was not going to try. So a lot of action on this first lap. A lot of action.
Much better braking into Jackie's corner.
We've still got maybe, the first 5 cars still close. Very, very bad what happened to veryAneSa and Deathstroke. It looks like Deathstroke is heading to the pit.
Smigs is taking the lead into the first corner.
So much action on track, hard to cover everything.
Yes,
but we'll look at the lead battle here, and not far behind TX and Sether. So we'll see what these two leaders do. They start battling, might bring TX up to the lead battle as well.
That's TX right there, only 2.2
Yes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 5, 6 cars now within, I'd say 10 seconds. It's just, let's take a look at veryAneSa back on track. Deathstroke just leaving the pits, it looks like. Back to Big Bad here.
Smigs starting to pull away a little bit with a 1.2 second lead.
So, not too far spread out. We've got Deathstroke, who had to make a pit stop. He was about a 3/4 of a lap down, but overall we've got close racing here. We approach the final corner.
It does look like TX is starting to rope him in a little bit if he can stay consistent.
Let's take the view from TX's cars. You can see the first. It looks like the first few leaders have now single file.
I remember there's still 26 minutes left. I mean,
yep.
Lots of time.
Anything can happen.
So Deathstroke having to take that pit stop. I mean, 43 seconds off, but by no means out of it. Definitely places to be had. But so far, Smigs looks like he's in control. And he's building that gap, staying consistent, staying smooth.
TX and
right
BW. BW has made his way up. Looks like VW and TX now in a battle. And right in front of them, Big Bad.
Into that corner.
We've got a battle for second. Wow. Good battling we got going on here. But this is really going to help Smigs, though. Three people.
Now at 2.4 seconds, he's being a full second this lap from the battle.
There's VW. All clean, though. Whoa,
Both of them had a little bit of a spin off the corner.
They're really racing. They got to remember there's still 25 minutes to go. Wow. Little nap there. Little tap.
EX down the inside.
W, man on a mission.
It looks like TX just got a little bit of a lock up there coming into the Czechia chicane.
We go through the start finish line. Smigs now all out on his, well, BW. He's a man on a mission. He made it through there.
He was in fifth, but now he's worked his way back up to second. Or into second, rather. I guess he was. Deathstroke he's cut it down. He's gained 2 seconds the last lap.
Jack, would you like to remind everyone that there is a pit stop they will need to perform, or would you want to take that?
Yes.
Can you go ahead and write that out on PSN if you can?
Yes.
You have your phone close by. Just say that reminder mandatory pit stop must be performed before the end. That is something we do want to stress.
Yes, there is a mandatory pit stop for this race.
Smigs. BW. Bad. Everyone seems to kind of be in line now, but the man on a move. BW. Thank you.
He's cut the lead down to 1 second now.
Let's see, Big Bad stayed in third here. veryAneSa has made his way up. You know, this is anybody's race. Pro Astronaut had some issues at the beginning, so he's kind of a way off. And then, fortunately, Deathstroke, who looks like he's levitating.
I was gonna say, it looks like he's not a lot of contact.
He came into the pits and got a hovercraft.
Yeah.
Here we go with the lead battle. I'd say,
yes, they're about even in that first sector.
First chain. This is going to be a good battle for third. Podium, it's up for anyone. It's right on board with BW here.
Like the first sector, it doesn't look like BW has much on Smigs. Maybe a tenth or two, but pretty close. But coming now into the second sector, he just took out almost 4 tenths. He's also 2 tenths faster on than his personal best.
BW, he gets on the brakes late.
Yeah, well,
really make up some time. Yeah.
Smigs again into that section.
Still got 22 minutes to go here.
And way in the jet again.
Really pushing those tires. Oh, and Smigs goes off. He made a mistake. But looks like you see what happens here at turn 1. Smigs, is he feeling the pressure? EW looking. Meanwhile, looks like there's a big battle for third place as well. It's hard to, we need 2 screens. Anyone there. And then, okay. Yeah, BW's a man on a mission. He's trying to get around him.
So he's trying to get the fence so far.
Yeah.
That first sector, though, remember, they're pretty even. There's not a lot between the two. It's now coming into this sector where the BW has a large advantage in pace.
He's right on him. The Smigs, the sim racing veteran, he knows how to defend. Great driving by both of you.
All the track here. Looks like there's a battle. Deathstroke just past Pro Astronaut as well. Not as close as this one.
Deathstroke is still hovering. I don't know what to watch. I want to watch that third place battle, but they are bumper to bumper.
Just, yes,
as we
very,
enter
very
the... Looks like Smigs had a better run out of the last corner there, but...
And a better run under the street. Oh, no, it looks like VW is making up a little bit on the street.
Let's see what happens here, then we'll... As the third place battle, right there coming on the start-finish. All three of them are bumper to bumper. TX with third place at the moment. And who has made his way? Possible podium, veryAneSa. After a first lap wreck. He wants his way up as well.
Bad staying tight to cover up that inside line.
Smigs still playing defensive.
Yeah, so here's where Schmid's, you know, like I said, first sector, equal pace, but now we're getting into kind of BW's territory. The second sector is where he takes a big chunk.
BW really hammers those chicanes. Oh, we have an off by BW. He's way off. Will he save it? Yes, but he will definitely lose some time. Definitely not. He's going to be frustrated. So let's...
TX looks like he gained a little time from the other two.
Like a lot of time.
Well,
a lot of time. I think something happened there. So TX.
Yeah, I think Very and Big Bad maybe did a little too much rubbing because
they were battling earlier, and Big Bad's not far behind. And look who's already caught a little bit more up. BW. Oh, it looked like our leader was about to pit, but I'm not sure. Maybe we should send another reminder out to everyone that there will be a mandatory pit stop. Yes, correct, but for sure. TX holding down the last place on the podium.
Yeah, well, about 5 seconds in between him and fourth place.
And before I can say that, look who's already back. BW.
It does look like veryAneSa was able to get past Big Bad. And has now made a little bit of headway.
Wow, he's our hard charger at the moment. veryAneSa.
Setting 144.
But he's got a little bit of time to TX. He'll have to make up. But our two leaders, bumper to bumper again. Oh, and here comes BW.
BW making a look, yeah.
He's so aggressive, you know, he's such a quick driver. He puts it all on the line. Sometimes that can be an advantage, sometimes that can be a disadvantage.
Looks like he's a little, he's got a little bit
he's definitely going off. He's definitely going off the line, trying to take a passing line, but Smigs knows where you can pass. He's a veteran here. We go in.
Already taking the inside
they
line.
are battling. We go into the final bus stop chicane.
10th between the two.
Unfortunately, it looks like Pro Astronaut had to retire. Not sure what happened.
I wonder what happened there. BW giving up 8/10 of a second in the first corner.
So, perhaps this looks like part of the field is spread out, except this lead battle. Smigs and BW. Oh, wow, big off. And it looks like a bit of a spin.
Right as well. Facing the wrong way.
Trying to switch views here. He's back going. Will he keep second?
We'll have a little bit of dirt on the tires
here comes
corners,
TX on a hotness. Let's see here. He can see him. TX can see BW. Give him a little energy. Hey man, there's second place. But the man who's been cool and consistent had the front pretty much all day. Mr. Smigs.
So veryAneSa is setting, so Schmig's hit a 137.0 the last lap. PW with a 135.9. TX with a 138.6 and Very with a 137.0. So if we look at that, you know, we should have Very catching up to TX at some point. You can see Very and TX are on the same straight now.
So it looks like everyone.
Big slide by TX. Big slide by TX.
Yeah, so another split by Sean. veryAneSa. Maybe there's something on that.
Maybe something on the track there.
Deathstroke is no. Sether is pitting.
Big Bad 1 minute 11 seconds.
I don't know who to watch.
Deathstroke only 34, so Deathstroke's only 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds off of Very. So TX still just keeping cool as a cucumber in third place. Very after that spin, I think he's just facing a little bit more.
BW didn't lose too much time. He's still a lot of time, and it looks like Smigs may be coming up on some lap traffic soon, right? Who's he about to approach?
Yes, it will be Big Bad.
Big Bad,
who was leading this race at one point.
Yes, and we have Sether, who took his mandatory pit stop.
So far, Deathstroke and Sether have both completed their mandatory stop.
Did Big Bad go into the pits? Maybe we missed it. How did he get so far behind?
Yeah, so he's got a 2 minute and 13 second lap last lap, which would be about a pit stop.
First 4 cars steadily spread out at the moment.
I think Big Bad must have gone into pits. It's the only explanation as to why he would be down that amount of time.
12 minutes and 45 seconds to go here. We'll watch our leader here.
Final third.
Final chicane. Not seen Smigs really well. He had a little incident early on, but overall he's been come to grips with this car pretty good. Seems pretty good.
He's been controlling the moments. You know, he's not really letting the big moments get to him, and he just that corner alone that we just witnessed. I'm seeing a lot more oversteer moments coming from the likes of
stays on track.
Very.
W stays on track as well. I did send another message out to the group to remind them about the pit stop. Did you get that, Jack?
Yep. No, okay. I received that.
All right. They need to know this. veryAneSa. If he can come back and make a podium, that's definitely good fight after what happened to him on lap 1. I definitely want to go back, and I think we caught the tail end of that wreck. Maybe afterwards we'll hear a driver point of view. That looked pretty wild. We have Sether, who's now a lap down. He performed his driver. Or we have Smigs, who's steadily approaching Big Bad. He will be back marker for Smigs. So with that being said, did BW lose more time? Or did he
Yes,
pit?
he did.
He didn't pit.
Did lose more time.
He lost time somewhere because he is not pitted, and now Smigs has a good lead.
Yeah, good 14-second lead almost.
So we must have that. Pretty sure VW didn't
must have had a
pit.
spin at some point. No damage, it doesn't look like, so it just must have been another spin on track.
TX and veryAneSa. This final podium spot is.
Yeah, and I think that's got to be Gary's focus right now, is to just remain consistent. He's got the pace to catch TX before the end of the race. He just has to put his head down, remain consistent, and not try to push too hard.
I don't believe he pitted after that big incident on first lap.
No, he did not. So he does still have to do his pit stop.
Yeah, and so does that majority of people.
If you actually look at the timings, Deathstroke is already pitted and is only 33 seconds behind. So TX is in the pits. TX is now taking his pit stop.
Here we take a look at the timing so far. About 10 minutes to go.
So I mean, really, Deathstroke is right in this for not only the.
TX
podium,
takes his mandatory pit stop and he goes. That will lead third to veryAneSa now. But will we see others make their way to the pits soon?
Yeah, so TX is obviously going for the undercut on Barry, right? So he knows that Barry has a pace. He can see that time is coming down, so maybe he's going to try to go into the undercut, put in the fast couple laps, and make sure that Barry can't do the undercut, right? So now Barry's got to try to hit the overcut strategy, but I'm just very curious to see, because TX has now come out behind Deathstroke, which puts Deathstroke at a net third.
Where are you looking at?
Well, if you just look at the timings, right? So TX has taken his pit stop, and he's now behind Deathstroke. Deathstroke has already taken his pit stop as well, and so he's a net third.
Here we ride on board with Deathstroke, who seemed to have switched his car for a hovercraft. You are seeing that. It's not just me.
Yes, I am.
Wonder if our viewers are seeing the same.
So yeah, Deathstroke is net ahead of Barry. He just comes into the pits.
Oh, we have veryAneSa taking his mandatory pit stop. So, who is left to pit now? Obviously, our leader Smigs.
Yeah, just
VW.
Just the two. Yeah, the first two. But
is that right? Yes.
Deathstroke is only 33.2 seconds left.
Big Bad in the pits as well.
We should have timed. I would have liked to time and see how long a pit stop takes.
You never know when they're going to take it, man. And here comes veryAneSa. Start finish. No, that is Deathstroke. My bad. They both have the same team livery. So Smigs out there all on his own, but you know, VW looks like he's made up a little bit of time. But we'll see how everything cycles through after these pit stops. But our two leaders still needing to make a pit stop as Smigs stays out another lap.
Smigs obviously going for the overcut, going to try to go as long as possible. But I mean,
here's BW is in the pits. BW is in the pits.
See. I'm gonna
switch over to his.
Tell me when he crosses the line there. Right now.
See here. And keep in mind where Smigs is on track. And we'll see where Deathstroke is on track. Is Deathstroke gonna pass him here? Deathstroke has pitted, right?
Yeah, Deathstroke is already pitted.
And here comes Deathstroke to possibly take the second. You said Deathstroke, and who else is in the pits here? This looks like Big Bad. Big Bad also in the pits. Does he have an issue? And here comes Deathstroke now into second. VW is leading the pits.
Keep on VW for a sec here.
Okay.
Keep on VW if you can.
This is a very strange pit lane here at Zolder. We do know.
It's about 30 seconds. It's 30 to 35
Where is
seconds.
TX? Here's TX comes, who has pitted. Will he be up? Will the tire? Did he change tires or not? I don't think he did. But TX on a hot lap, and here's BW who remains in third. Here's Deathstroke. What does Smigs do? What does our leader do, who is now coming towards the end of his lap?
It's also showing the red number beside BW, which means that he does have a penalty.
Ooh. Yes,
so
could have been,
you know,
maybe he was a little too quick. And here comes our leader into the pits.
There we go. 30 seconds is around what it takes.
And where is Deathstroke?
This is going to be really close. This is going to be very, very close as to who comes out on top here between Deathstroke and Schmitz.
And BW, he can't think about that penalty. He just wants to push it. He's got a little bit of time to Deathstroke, but after all this, our man who had a lot of damage and pitted early. Here is Smigs, who...
Smigs.
Is he going?
He's slow to get started.
What's going on? And here comes Deathstroke on the start-finish.
Still hasn't moved.
And so is Big Bad. Do they have issues in the pits? Here comes Deathstroke into first place, right?
Yeah, no, Deathstroke.
Smigs is not moving. Is there a pit problem?
There must be something going on there, because I just can't understand why.
Is there a pit issue? Well, we said we were going to play it per race basis in terms of mandatory pit stops. This is how we learn. We will hear everyone's feedback, what they think of this. Smigs still in the pits, as well as BW. Big Dad, I mean, excuse me. BW now into second. Our leader is Deathstroke.
After being last for...
There's gotta be issues.
Good place in the race.
And closest battle looks now a battle for third, maybe. Only a little less than 4 minutes to go.
Ooh, very wide line for very wide line.
No, we learn as we go on, and we'll take drivers' advice, what they think of this format in the mandatory pit stop idea.
And
but
still wasn't able to.
Yes, and same as Big Bad. Big Bad,
place.
Two of these people,
but
their races stuck.
First place.
Yeah, Big Bad leaded at one point as well.
Wow.
And you got to remember, BW has a penalty. How bad is that? So we got TX here, potentially
that is something that,
TX and veryAneSa maybe battling for second place.
I think that ProjectCARS should make available to broadcasters and to race directors. I mean, knowing the penalties gives us a much better indication of race results and where.
Does the competitor, does he know his penalty? Does BW know his penalty?
Yeah, he would see that beside. Well, as long as he has it on his heads-up display, he would see either if it's a time penalty, he would see the 5, 10, 3. I think they go to 1 or 2 seconds as well. But
and Smigs has had to retire.
So obviously some sort of
what a
issue
frustration.
There.
It's not something we wanted to see here. Unfortunately,
no.
I assume it was a pit issue. Smigs has been a vocal guy about pit issues involving this game, and did that happen again?
They went away from season 2.
Yeah.
They're going to be present, and there are some tips and tricks that you can employ to try to cut down on them. However,
as we say that, veryAneSa can now see TX with a little less than 2 minutes to go, though. Is there enough time for him to catch him? I don't know.
If TX makes a mistake, TX can see, he will be, that time coming down will be visible, and very taking very aggressive line for chicane. But it does put pressure on. You can see that time on your heads-up display. You can see it coming down. Sim racers have that information available. So if you assume that time come down, but sometimes make you grip the steering wheel a little too tight.
If you assume BW maybe has a 10-second penalty, is he more than 10 seconds ahead of TX? I think the results may stand though.
He is more than 10 seconds ahead.
Yes.
But makes one mistake.
Do believe Deathstroke will see the white flag next time by.
Yes, yeah.
I feel bad to watch his track just to to highlight some of the issues with Project Card game. We should not be seeing a hovering car.
It almost looks like he's gotten higher off the ground since the,
we apologize if you're not seeing this on the stream. It may just be us in the session. But we are seeing some graphical physics issues.
It's about a foot off the ground.
So let's see where veryAneSa is. But we'll go back to Deathstroke, who is approaching the final corner. He is going to get the white flag, it looks like, right?
Yeah, I believe. This lap.
Or is he going to be, 14 seconds? Is he going to slow down? No, I don't think he can afford to. We will have another lap, right? It's close. It's very close with two.
We will have another lap.
We will have another lap. Yeah. With 2 seconds to spare, it looks like. Does veryAneSa...
He could have slowed up.
Yes, he could have. He could have. Maybe he didn't know. I mean, if you're focusing, you may not be looking at the time. But veryAneSa, will TX make a mistake? That's our battle on track. BW,
who's getting very close. 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds now.
BW had the pace, man. He was very aggressive. Made a few mistakes.
Like he just had a lot of oversteer to play with in that car.
Oh, and has he made more time? veryAneSa? I don't know.
Still 2 seconds. Yeah. Still 2 seconds.
But
coming down every lap.
Love the beautiful sounds of this radical RS3.
The big bad also.
Yes, he had to retire. Unfortunately, we will have to communicate with everyone and see. Let's see. Oh, veryAneSa, he's made up some time. I don't know who to follow. But as
it's only one.
Here comes Deathstroke into the final bus stop. I'm going to change the view. We'll get ready to go to veryAneSa, but as he crosses the line, Deathstroke is our pre-season champion for Season 3, Radical Cup. And here is BW now down the last corner. Looks like he will see, but veryAneSa, they've got one more corner. See what happens. Looks like veryAneSa was flashing his light. As they come out of the final corner.
TX with a good exit.
TX. And we do believe BW will keep his second place.
And TX will hold on. But Deathstroke, you got to commend Deathstroke for coming back, after being behind for the vast majority of the race. Able to come back and take the win. And Sether just coming into the third sector, I believe.
Everyone's doing a cool down lap, it looks like. So congratulations to our...
Just Sether coming up to the Jackie at chicane now. Maybe last driver to cross the line.
Any final thoughts before we end this stream, Dolmage? It was very interesting. Sether... very interesting, guys. Thank you for showing up. We're still learning, playing it per race basis, but very interesting race, and we hope to see you later in the season.
Penalty. 10-second penalty for BW. So it did end up being very close, within 10 seconds, 9 seconds from TX, due to that penalty, whereas he finished 25 ahead. But yeah, no, my final thoughts, if you look at this race, with, only 5 finishers out of 8, 2 due to some glitches, we will say, and we'll get to the bottom of that and see what happens, see what we can do to maybe stop that. But, I mean, this is an indication of a fantastic season. The racing was so close, the battles all around track throughout all 20 laps, was just fantastic. So I mean, it's an indication that the SR3 is a great platform.
Yes.
It breeds close racing, and
Of course.
hopefully that is just more of what we can expect for the rest of the season.
And we hope to see you guys on board for the rest of the season. We're gonna stop broadcasting here, and we're gonna talk with all the drivers and debrief, and hopefully figure out how to make this better and continue with close racing the rest of the season. Thank you guys for showing up.